sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Chairman of the webinar, Senior Dr. Kedge, beloved National President, Senior Advocate Mohammed Koya, today's faculty, Senior Dr. Mathai, NGO members, participants of this virtual training, and ladies and gentlemen, wish you greetings to all of you. It's a pleasure for me to inaugurate the fourth Snapshot webinar on a topic titled Live to Lead, to be engaged by the renowned trainer of Indian Senior Chamber, Senior Dr. Mathai. I wish him all the best for a very successful delivery of his training module to the participants to make it more outcome-based rather than mere objective-based. When I was a national president in 2008, I never thought that one day I would be able to interact with you virtually over the platform of Zoom, fully enjoying the privacy and comfort of our residence. Ladies and gentlemen, over the period of 12 years, technology has changed in leaps and bounds in all aspects of human life. So may I suggest that we have to take the power of technology in the area of training too, that will have many, many advantages. Had Manjeri Senior Chamber hosted this program on face-to-face mode, we all would have traveled all the way to Manjeri from distant places. Now we are relieved of taking the pain of such long travel. That is why we are getting more attendance in online programs in general. I'm happy that our training team comprising Senior Dr. Kedge as ND training, Senior Bharadas as its national coordinator, and Senior Dr. Mathai as its coordinator, is uploading all our webinars on YouTube, facilitating us for an anytime option as well as any pace option to suit to our learning needs. Last but not least, I want to add one more point, that the Snapshot training program, that is a training that is trimming it to 45 minutes, coined by our training team under the powerful guidance of our NP Senior Advocate Mohammed Koya, is a paradigm shift in the concept of training senior people like us. For excellence of any organization, there shall be some best practices to be evolved internally, and may suggest that our snapshot training program could be our healthy practice in the area of training. Wishing you all the best. Thank you one and all. Over to Chairman.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful message as well as the inaugural address. That's very nice of you. I am reminded of our contact with the Professor Muralidharan before I joining the senior chamber, when he was the professor in the Kasaragod Government College, and I had the privilege to do a lot of service to the department. It is a very of you, sir, to be there in the as an inaugurator of this great online web series. Thank you so much, sir. Now, may I request our national president for your message for the whole of the participants and the faculty and team. Over to national president, sir.
Sir, thank you, Arvindji, and the chairman, Mr. Bharadas, faculty chairman, chief guest, Dr. Murali, and my dear friends. Wish you greetings to you all. We are in the fourth day, as you know, we are in the fourth day of our week-long web seminar. And I think this program helped us to keep our organization and members intact. The chatting of our members after each class shows us how much badly we want to interact with our senior members at this hour of concern. And more and more activities in training portfolio also are in the pipeline, which will be finalized in the next NEC and NGB meeting. Likewise, public relation programs and portfolio under management are also being discussed by the portfolio managers, and we can execute when the lockdown is over. I wish my fellow seniors very fruitful and meaningful class ahead. I wish Senior Professor Dr. P.M. Mathai a fruitful and successful event. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, NP sir, for your loving message. Thank you so much. With a wish of happy Vishu to all my friends here in the online Zoom training program, I hand over the floor to our faculty, Dr. Mathai sir, with a request to start the web seminar and wishing him all the best. Live to lead. Over to you, sir. Mathai sir, are you there?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You have to unmute. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening to all.
Sir.
Good evening to all. I'm very happy and proud to be a faculty on this webinar of Indian Senior Chamber.
Mathai sir, little more louder.
Louder? Okay.
Little more. Bring the mic to your lip.
Okay. Now, am I audible?
Now good.
Okay, thank you. It's a common topic I've taken, but put in a different style. I'm quite aware that you're all experienced leaders and proven leaders as well. My intention is just to refresh and update your knowledge of leadership and career as a leader. Dear friends, I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, today is a special day. Today is a special day. It is a day when Malayalis all over the world are celebrating Vishu. So wish you all a very happy Vishu. Okay. Friends, we are born to live and live to lead. See, life and death are not our choice, but to live, to lead, or to be a leader is our choice. Friends, we have less scope for interaction or interpersonal communication, but I appeal to you to have an intrapersonal communication during the session. I want you to be with me and follow me and thinking critically about what we are going to discuss. At the outset, let's consider the meanings of the word lead as a noun and a verb, leader and leadership. The word lead as a noun has got 7 meanings, but I take only 3 here due to time constraint. The first meaning is action of guiding or giving an example, direction given by going in front. You're very familiar with the term vanguard leader. Now the second meaning is the first place or position or the main. We are aware of we are quite familiar with the terms like lead story or lead news, lead in a race, competition, etc. Now the third meaning I would like to bring here is the principal role in an act or play. That means the chief role, the hero of the character, the role of a hero. Okay, now the word lead as a verb has got 9 meanings, but I take only 7 here. The first meaning is action of guiding or giving an example. See, that means we guide or take by guiding, standing in front. As I told you, vanguard leadership. Now, second meaning is conduct by hand or touching, as we guide a blind. The third meaning is act as a chief, convincing, direct by example or persuade. You know the meaning of the word persuade, convincing somebody or causing somebody to do something. Okay, now the fourth meaning is go first in front of a person or a band or a group. From this, we get another phrase, lead off. That means start, standing in front. Now, the fifth meaning is be a path or rod. Figuratively, it means have as a result. You have heard of this phrase, your work seemed to lead nowhere. That means getting no result. There is also a proverb telling like this, all roads lead to Rome. Now, guide the action or opinion. It means influence. We say, I'm led to believe that. I'm made to believe that. So there is an influence, element of influence here. And the seventh meaning is pass or go through or spend our life. We say, lead a miserable life. Sometimes we say, there is a phrase like this, lead somebody a dog's life. That means make somebody's life wretched. So here we have to think about the act of leading. Whether we lead a person to do something good, to become good, or to make somebody's life wretched. Okay. Now a leader, the term is leader. Leader is also a word which means a leading person. There are also other meanings for the leader. 3 more meanings are there. I don't go to that meaning. Now the word leadership, there are 3 aspects to consider. One is being a leader. Leadership is being a leader. The second meaning is power of leading. And the third meaning is having qualities of a leader. Now that I hope you have understood the terms we are going to discuss. Friends, let's try to lead our life or our career in a practical way from a grassroots level. We need not be a great leader, but be a simple leader, a leader even for a small group, but aspire to be a great leader. Give our family, group, organization a right leadership. What kind of a leader you want to be? Or you must be? Do you lead a proper, do you lead the people to something good or to something bad? Consider our family, our children, our friends, colleagues in the working place. Do we become a role model? Please dwell on these questions and find answers yourself. So this is an assignment for you. So after this session, when you leave the room, the webinar room, you have to do this simple assignment. Friends, when a person starts to lead rightly, definitely climbs the ladder of his or her greatness. We all aspire to become great, don't you? Is there anyone who does not want to become great or aspire to become great? Let's see how we can inspire ourselves and others to become great as a leader. great people start with simple and humble steps. Remember Shakespeare's words taken from Twelfth Night, famous work. Okay, there is some disturbance. Okay, it says like this: some are born great, some are made great, of some greatness is thrust upon. See, we make a slight alteration from this. We are all born to be great, provided you will for it, provided you strive for it. Excellent leaders are made as well as born. So, dear friends, excellent leaders are made as well as born. So, let us think, or let us examine ourselves whether we are an excellent leader or whether we have become an excellent leader. You may recollect some of the great people whom you have in your mind. If you have a paper and pen before you, you can note down these names that come to your mind. Okay, we all adore certain people. So you can write the names of those or bring to your mind the names of those people you adore, whom you have made your role model, or who influenced and inspired throughout your life. Okay.
People can use the chat box. They can type in the chat box.
Okay, because to save time, if you want, you can write in the chat box or write yourself on the paper that you have before you. Okay, I'll give you some. I'll just give you some examples. Abraham Lincoln, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, the present Prime Minister Narendra Modi, K.R. Narayanan, former president, Dr. APJ Kalam, Helen Keller, Stephen Hawking, Nick Vujicic, Leslie Walensky, and umpteenth number of such people come to your mind. You can think about, you can just bring those people close to your mind. Just see them, their face, their life for a moment. So we have leaders from all walks of life, from every field. Friends, all these people have a simple and humble beginning in their life. Maybe born poor, maybe born disabled. They fought against the adversities boldly. They became what they wanted to become, all because they wanted to survive. They wanted to achieve something great. They led their lives influencing and inspiring people around. Dear friends, you know how these people became very great? Why we adore them? Why you take them as your role model? Because they did think right. They did things right. They showed the people the right path. To the people close to them, to the people far and wide. They achieved greatness, stood in the forefront as a vanguard leader. They have struggled throughout their lives. They could convince the people what's right and what's wrong, what's bad and what's good. They looked around, knew what is happening around. They sensed the problems, their own and of others. They sacrificed many things, even their own lives. They inflicted pain upon them to achieve this greatness. They led their life, they lived to lead. Dear friends, this is the first phase of my session. If you have any queries, you can put it before me.
All your questions in the chat box, please.
Okay. Do you have any queries? Okay, let's have it in the last part of the session. So shall I move to the second phase of the session? Okay, if you permit me, I move on to the second phase of this training. I like to deal with the attributes of leadership. So in order to help you remember the tips which I'm going to give you a different way, I use some acronyms, or I use the terms, very important keywords as acronyms before you. Okay. I take the word leader first. The characteristics of leader, the qualities of leadership, the skills required for leadership. Everything is discussed under this in very brief manner. So, friends, you are also aware of the time restriction we have, so we cannot dwell the matter in a very detailed manner. Okay, so the word leader starts with the letter L. So the letter L stands for, can you guess? You can put it in the chat box if you want. Learning.
Alexan says it is luck.
Okay, luck.
Love. Dilip Kumar says love.
Okay. Love is there. Okay, let's see. I know I take the word leader and we are going to expand the word leader. And every letter of this word will have something to tell us. Okay, the first letter L stands for learning. A leader should be a learned person. He must learn till his last breath. That means how does he learn, or where does he learn from? He learns from books. He learns through courses. He learns from the surroundings. He learns from his own experiences. So if you want to be a leader, you must be knowledgeable. You must be a learned person. You must learn the basic things in the life. Okay, at least if it is a small group, a small community, you must know about this community. Also, the self-knowledge also is important. Now, the second letter, E. Here, E stands for enthusiastic. The word enthusiasm is a very interesting word. What is enthusiasm? The spirit, the excitement to do something, the passion that we have. Now, we can also use two more words here. Efficiency. A leader should be very enthusiastic as well as efficient. And one more word, he must be effective. Today, the more important word than efficiency is effectiveness. So a leader must be a very effective person. Now the third letter is A. The third letter of leader is A, accessible. You know, the leader must be accessible to every member of the team, every member of the community, every member of the group. Everyone should feel like going to the person, to the leader. Okay, now The third letter is D, and it stands for dedicated. A leader must always be very dedicated. Dedication, what is dedication? The commitment. We give ourselves to the cause. We are giving ourselves to the cause, giving ourselves to the community for which we are working. And one more word we can use there, that is delegating. A leader must be a delegating person. A leader is not a good leader if he does everything himself. A leader becomes a good leader only when he distribute the responsibilities to the people around or to the members of the team. Don't try to do himself everything. So delegating is also another aspect of leader or leadership. Now the next E, then after E, D comes another E, and this E is empathetic. I think we have a confusion between the word sympathetic and empathetic. Sympathy is only a mere feeling that we show towards others, or a feeling of pity. We just pity people and leave the place. But empathy is not like that. We share. We feel the pain or the happiness of the other person as our own. That means we share the feelings of other people. A leader must be a person who shares every feeling of every member of the group, right? Now the last word is R. Letter in the word is R. R stands for what? Responsibility. A leader must be responsible. See, what is the word responsible? You can split the word into two, response and able. So the ability to respond to the things, the right response to the things, not just reacting to the things. So the ability to respond and the mind to take up responsibility, we say, duties. We may have to take some pain, and we must be ready to take that pain. Then we become a real leader. So we have seen the word leader used as an acronym to explain who a leader, a real, a perfect leader is. Now, along with this, I would like to give you three more terms. That is, the first one is team. A leader lives only in a team. A leader is a leader if there is a team. Understand? And the meaning or the expansion of the word when it is used as an acronym, team, together, come on, you know it. Together, everyone achieves more. Okay, I don't think you need further explanation for this. Okay, I move on to the next term. That is trust. A leader must have trust. In what? In whom? Trust first in himself. Then trust in God. Trust in the people standing with him. Maybe in the family, in the workplace, in an office, wherever you are, if in the sports, the teams, wherever you are, you must trust people. Yourself, trust in God, trust in others. Okay, trust in nature. Nature will always take care of us. Don't disturb, distort the nature. That's all. We should not do any harm to the nature. Otherwise, the nature will take care of us. Trust in nature. Trust in our nation. We live in a nation. We must have a trust in a nation. Though we are in different groups, small organizations or groups, we are in a larger group. That is our nation. So we must trust in our nation. Okay, now the third term is justice. Justice is a very, very important term today. What is lacking today in this world is justice. Wherever you go, wherever you turn, any part of the world, you can see the lack of justice, that is injustice. Most of the problems that take place all over the world, even in the family, you know, it is because of the injustice. So justice, what is justice? I'll explain. The first letter is J, means right judgment. We must be capable of making the right judgment, making right decision. If you don't take the right decision, there may be problems, you know. Now, the second, I do not expand the word trust with the words. Before that, going to justice, I'll explain this. Trust, the first letter is T. T means truthful. We must be truthful, honest. The second letter is R, means responsible. I already explained the word responsible, so I needn't explain further. The next word is understanding. See, the lack of understanding is a big problem, a problem creating thing, lack of understanding. So if you don't want to have any problem, you try to understand people. If you want to do something right, you should understand the subject. You should understand the technique, know-how of how to do things. Understanding is very important. And the third letter is S. S stands for sincerity. We must be sincere. We must be honest. We must be very committed to what we do. And the last letter in trust is T. Again, one more T. So what is the word for that T? Transforming. See, a leader must be capable of transforming first himself, then others, the community, the group, the organization. If there is an NP with these qualities, of course, the past NPs and the present NP, Advocate Muhammad Koya, I'm very sure that he will transform himself first and transform the whole organization, by which he will be able to transform the people in our society. Okay, now coming to the next word, that is justice. Justice, without which we can't imagine a peaceful and happy life in this world. Justice, strive for justice, fight for justice. Okay, senior chamber should take an oath. A member of a senior chamber should take an oath to keep justice, to fight for justice, to fight against injustice. Okay, the first letter J stands for judgment. If you want, you can note down these words. And second letter is U, understanding, we have already seen. The third letter is systematic. So unless we do things systematically, we cannot be a good leader. Okay, in Vaidyan Sar's class, he mentioned about doing things in a systematic way. We must be, the next letter is T. T stands for tolerant, be tolerant. Okay, the next letter is I. I stands for interaction. Keep on interacting with the people, communication. This also will help us to understand. Only when we keep interacting with the people, we understand the people better. We understand the problems of the people. And so keep on interacting with the people. And the next letter is C. C stands for consideration. Consideration. We can never forget the other people. We shouldn't be selfish. When we do something, when we have something, always think about the other people. See, even happiness, if you are happy, see whether others are also happy. If you find others unhappy, how can you be happy? That's what Gandhiji said on his birthday in 1948, October 2nd, of course. When people came to wish him, they saw Gandhiji very unhappy and asked him, why you are so unhappy on your birthday? He said, see, there was a time of communal right. The whole nation was bleeding and weeping on this issue. So then he said, how can I be happy when my fellow beings in the country are unhappy? So this is the feeling that we must have. We should always, like, when you eat lavishly, see whether other people also have something to eat. If they don't have, if you are safe, see other people are also safe. This is the spirit we must keep. This is what an organization such as Indian Senior Chamber must do. And the last one is equitable. Equitable means showing justice, being just, and showing no partiality, considering everybody equally. Okay, with this, I move on to another subtopic of this. Now, I would like to introduce another leader. That leader is I leader. Do you have any guess? What is I leader? I, the letter I, not the organ I leader. It simply means the qualities of a leader, the attributes of a leader, beginning with the letter I. Then you get the I leader. So you just imagine, just think about the words that we can attribute to a leader. So I give you half a minute. You can just note down. If you want, you can put in the chat box also. I'll check later only, not now. Okay, if you want some discussion, that also is, I'm also ready for that. Okay, sir, can I proceed? Shall we see the words showing the quality
ideal.
leader?
One answer is from Damodaran, ideal.
Ideal, okay, ideal. Very good. You can add it. You can see, note down the words I give, and later you can add any number of words you feel important or suitable.
Intelligent.
Very good, intelligent. Come on. So many words are there.
Involvement.
Okay, that's also good.
Inspiring.
Very good. Come on. I got 3. 4 I got. Pardon?
Identity.
Okay, you can use that also. He must have his own identity. Okay. Okay, then I shall give my intelligent. You said initiating. Your words are also counted here. Other than what you have given, I give you initiating. A leader must always be a person who take initiative. And inspiring. A great leader is an inspiring person. Okay, influencing person. A leader is the most inspiring, influencing person. Interacting. A leader must always be interacting. Impressing. People who should love him. A leader is a quite amiable person, an accessible person, considering everybody. So imaginative, creative. He must be an imaginative person. He must be doing things in a different way, in a creative way. Okay, then improving himself. Every moment he must be improving himself, his own life. He also must be improving. Okay, integrity. I see integrity from Dr. We are okay. Then self-improving, as well as improving the group or the community or the nation, whatever it may be. And innovative. Integrity, the word given is in the chat box is integrity. Okay, a man of integrity. He must be a man of integrity. Innovative. Then inspecting. He must be inspecting every time. his own life, whatever he does, his actions, everything should be, inspecting the interested aspects given to him, etc. Okay. Now you can add, I believe you can add more number of words here to show the best qualities or the characteristics of the features of a leader. Then you get the I leader. Now, every time we speak about rights, if we don't get our rights, we will fight against, we will go to the court. There are many advocates here, and they live on the right issue. Okay, along with the rights, don't forget that we have duties. Here, a leader has many roles, great position among the people, but he has the duties. No, see, there is a very management trainer called Robert Greenleaf. In his book, he speaks about a servant leadership. Servant leadership. Okay, servant leadership. In the Bible also it is said, if you want to be the number one, if you want to be the leader, you must be the servant of others. And a leader is to do things for others, is to serve the people given to him, to serve the nation. So he has great duties to do. And as a leader, if you want to function as a leader very effectively, perfectly, he must follow the duties. Okay, what are his main duties? I only mention a few duties here. Okay, then also you can put into the chat box your opinions. A leader must form and maintain a team. Never, ever he can work himself. A leader always have followers. A leader always have his team members. Okay, and if he wants to function effectively, he must have a team. And who is to initiate a team? He himself must initiate a team. So forming a team, team building. Team building is a very common, very popular topic that we discuss in our JST circles and even in most of the trainings. Okay, the next duty is directing, giving proper directions to, instructions to the people. So, so the leader knows things, is a learned person in the group. And he tells the people what to do, how to do everything, and why to do all these things. The followers, the members of the team must follow him. That means he must be the person who gives directions to people. And we saw the next duty already, delegating. I needn't repeat it. A leader never can do things himself. A leader who does things himself is never a leader, a proper leader, a good leader. A leader always delegate. Delegation is his duty. Okay. Now, problem solving. A problem solving duty is there. See, I told you a leader must look around, understand things, even understand the problems of the people, of the community, of the environment maybe. And we must develop a skill for problem solving. If there are problems, we must solve them. See, let me put a question. What is the greatest problem in the world? Can you put it in the chat box? What do you think the greatest problem in the world? Corona? Famine? Depression, economic depression? What is the greatest problem?
Crisis.
Crisis. One answer has come. Thoughts? Poverty. I mentioned all this. Poverty is there. Differentiate born leader and trained leader. Okay. That is difficult. Okay. Amartya Sen, the Nobel Prize winner economist, Indian, he said, the greatest problem that we have today, that we don't know what our problem or problems are. We don't know what our problems are. That is the greatest problem. We just keep away from the real problem. We don't try to understand. We don't know what our problems are. We don't know our problems. Why there are some quarrels in the family? Why there are problems in the groups, organizations, in the country? Why people live in such a way without doing what they are supposed to do? Because they don't understand, they don't know the real problem. That is the greatest problem. That's what Amartya Sen said. Okay, anyhow, a leader must identify the problems and must take initiative to solve these problems for other people. Okay, the skill of problem solving is very important. We, if possible, Indian Senior Chamber can take initiative to give training on problem solving topic. Okay, now the next one is communicating. See, a leader should keep on communicating. Communication. See, anything progresses. Communication is very important. You know, the human beings has made all his progress because of this communication skill. If he was not able to communicate, if he did not have this skill of communication, what would have happened to the world? So this communication, everything is built upon communication. Communication. If there is no communication, no team functions, no leader will be there. Okay, interaction is very important. Now, I would like to go to the next phase of my topic. You know, what is time now? It is 8:30.
Another 5 minutes.
Only 5 minutes. I wish to constrain my session in 45 minutes, but if I exceed, please bear with me and allow me to complete it in within 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. Shall we move on to the third phase? I'll take a very fast track for you to complete it in within the stipulated time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you're ready.
Yes, sir.
You're ready.
Yes, it's ready.
Okay. Dear friends, in the third phase, I would like to tell you about effective leadership. And only I take only the first part of it, how to develop effective leadership. And the main point I would like to discuss here is learning to lead. If you want to live to lead, you must know how to lead. That means learning to lead is the topic here I'm going to discuss. Okay. So I have my data also going to finish, so I'll finish soon. Excellent leaders are made as well as born. To be the best leader, we have already seen that. Learn the essential skills of leadership. We have already seen the essential skills of through formal training. How do we learn? Through formal trainings like this. Okay, as well as own efforts. We have to make our own efforts, and from experiences we can learn. Now, the aim of leadership is, to help others to achieve their personal best. To achieve this, we need to set high but realistic goals. Yesterday, the other day, Varghese Vaidyan sir dealt with that topic. Then set goals for yourself and for others who are standing with you. Now, goal setting is done by finding ways to improve operations and procedures and striving for total quality. Now, I would like to focus on quality. Focus on quality. What is quality? Again, let's take this word as an acronym. Take every word, you will understand what is quality. Quest for knowledge, Q stands for quest for. I don't explain here because of the time constraint. Quest for knowledge. There must be a quest for knowledge for the leader. Understanding, we already explained. And the third one is, can be attitude. We must have the positive or right attitude. It can also be analytical and critical thinking. Analytical mind, having an analytical mind and a critical thinking. The next one is laboring. That means taking pain nor gain. You know, hard work is very important. Perseverance. Until we achieve, we must continue working. The success is the right of the diligent. Only those who are diligent can enjoy the success. It's not luck. So somebody wrote luck in the beginning. So I don't agree with that. There's no element of luck. No leader has become great leaders with their luck. It is just because of their hard work, their quality, their efforts. Okay. Then next one is integrity. What is integrity? The quality of being honest, quality of being upright and complete. So we don't have a double face. We have only one personality always. So we don't cheat others. Then time boundness, you know, time, yesterday, Basavaraj also told about the time management. Time boundness, we have to do things, don't procrastinate things, do things in the right time. So at least strive to finish things in the given time. Then the last letter is Y. You take all the letters, I've given words for all the letters. The last letter is Y. Y stands for yearning for best result. You know, Thomas Alva Edison, after around 1,000 elements, he found the tungsten for the filament for incandescent bulb. Okay, here, yearning for best result must be there. And the next point is learning from others. So that means we must have a coach, a teacher, or a role model. You learn better leadership skills by being coached or training. And in the process, you have to teach others also. And in the process is learn, then coach, and raise performance. Only when you learn and teach others, you learn. I think there are some disturbances.
Excuse me, I am muting all. I am muting all. Varghese Vaidyan, you can, sorry, Mathai, you can unmute and talk.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. The next point is gaining experience. From where? From your own work and from others. Accepting leadership positions. So in organizations, wherever you work, you may be given some positions. Accept them. There's a chance for you. There's an opportunity for you. And you then start forming teams, working with the team, working on specific projects. This will provide you ideal opportunities for learning leadership skills. So how do you learn leadership skill? In this way, gaining experience, working with others. Okay, also make friends. That is also very important. With people in different areas, different walks of life, in different projects for field. Thereby, you can get to know how they operate. So when you see how they operate, you can learn from others also. Now, the next point is mastering roles. Leadership is a multi-dimensional function requiring knowledge and understanding of many organizational needs. You have to take different roles and you have to master the skills for every role. Okay, thereby you can always be the best leader in the group. It is said, the greater you expertise, the more authority you will have as a leader. So you become an expert, so you can apply more authority. And the next point is developing strength. So the famous technique, the analysis, which is called SWOT analysis. I think you are familiar with the SWOT analysis. All the trainers all the JC and senior members must know what SWOT is. What is SWOT? Can you just put it? S stands for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, and earlier it was T for threat, and here it is C for what? Can you put it in the text box, chat box? What is C? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and
consideration.
Not consideration. Okay. Again, I am hurdled with time. Okay, that is challenge. Challenge. Okay, somebody has written challenge. Varghese Vaidyan, sir. Challenge. Very good, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you chocolate or something else. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Thank you. See, all the attributes required can be developed. All the attributes here means all the qualities, all the skills, all the abilities of a leader can be developed. See, self-confidence and self-determination combined with an ability to manage people, manage money, manage situation, manage everything. So management. Not removing the unwanted and taking only what is required, managing properly. That is very important. Okay. Now, see, weakness. Regarding weakness, you have to strengthen your strengths and eliminate or minimize, mitigate, or overcome the weaknesses that you have. Never accept any weakness as one that you cannot correct or cure. Believe in you that you are capable of overcoming or eliminating your weaknesses. Okay, you have seen Nick, Lizzie Walensky. Very recently, a girl from Kerala, and Sharafuddin from Malappuram without hands and legs. Okay, they all have overcome their problems, shortcomings. So we can overcome. We shall overcome. See, Martin Luther King has sang, "We shall overcome." Everything can be overcome provided we have a will, provided we strive for that. That's why the strength. See, where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, where there is a will, there is a way. Your strength lies in fighting with and overcoming the adversities and weaknesses or shortcoming. Now, very glance look at the personal strengths to develop. What are the personal strengths that you have to develop? My data is also going to be exhausted. Please bear with me if I cut in between. That is drive and energy, ability to put maximum mental and physical effort. That is drive and energy. So I have something to say, but I don't. Diligence and perseverance. Be diligent and perseverant. Self-confidence. Now, see, you are all very familiar with self-confidence, the belief in oneself, in one's own ability. Time management, money management, managing people. What is money management? Reading balance sheet. We should know our balance sheet. Accordingly, only we can manage our money. Okay, managing people by understanding and communicating with them. Goal setting. That was the topic given by Professor Varghese Vaidyan, in a very excellent manner. So I needn't talk anything about it. I add something more. Planning and prioritization. Next one is self-determination, belief in your destiny and responsibility. That is very important. See, Tenzing and Hillary, they first attempted to climb the Everest in 1952 and said, your growth is over. We are growing. The next year, both of them conquered Everest. See, self-determination must be there. You must believe in yourself. Okay, then self-evaluation. That means recognize and learn from mistakes and failures. Failures are stepping stones to the success, So evaluation, always make an assessment. Competitiveness. Yesterday, on the first day, Bharat Das ji took the session. Will to win. Will to win. The world is full of competitions. The world is full of competition. Unless we have the will to win, we will fail. So have to have this one. Taking defeat as a challenge. Take defeats as challenge. Present of and we have to pursuit of high personal standards. There should be a pursuit for the high personal standards. Okay, I'm going to wind up giving you one more idea here. A leader is to focus on efficiency and effectiveness by upgrading and extending our leadership skills. So I just give you 6 A's. 6 A's. Due to lack of time, I just give you directly. The first A is attitude. Must have the right attitude. Second A is ambition. You must be ambitious. You must have aspiration. Okay, inspire to aspire. That is the theme of National President Mohammed Koya ji. Then the third A stands for aim, target, goal set. Okay, set the goal, aim. Then next one is A, again, act according to our goals, according to our aims. Then next A is very important, I believe, that is assess. Assess. If you fail to assess, what happens? What happens? You lose the last letter of the word assess. The last 2 letters, E and S. Then what do you become? If you fail to assess, what is the spelling of assess? A, S, S, E,
SS.
S. Then the last letter, not the 2 letters, the last letter will be lost. And what do you become?